up the stairs talking about how I've pretty much only done dual greatsword. My last randomized run, we did finish the game with the Blood Fiend's arm, but that's because that's a broken ass weapon, which is actually the weapon that I beat the final boss in the DLC with. The only boss I have not beaten with dual greatswords. So I want to rectify that when we do get to the DLC. Anyway, uh, that looks like Karank, doesn't it?
I will not have it stolen.
It might look like Karank because it is Karank. This is the guy who gives us our beast spells. Now, this first part's not too terribly bad. Well, if I fucking pay attention. I don't know how I missed there. It's the next part that really kicks it to high gear. Now this is a fight that punishes my playstyle, which is a mix of offensive and defensive, where I do roll to the side or to behind me, mostly, a lot,
My blade once more.
and focus on healing rather than attacking. Now, the biggest way to deal with that is to just be very aggressive and stay on it. Anytime he moves away, move close. Don't let him back up, because when he's mid to long range, that's when he uses his worst attack. Which we've seen a lot of enemies like that. Melania, Electo, Crucible Knight. Like, that's not uncommon to us anymore. But even though it's not uncommon, I still didn't really follow it properly when I got to this. I died. I tried to heal. It didn't happen. That attack right there, that's the attack we want to avoid him using. And the Mimic almost sold him in the time it took for me to die. So that's cool. Anyway, that's also why we didn't use our Rune Arc. There's no point in using a Rune Arc if I knew I was going to die. But we did a lot better than I thought we would on the first run. I thought we would die to the Clergyman, if we're being honest. Phase 1 is not hard, but easy to die to. And I did very poorly. So I honestly thought we were going to die to phase 1. I don't know how he hit me with that range. I rolled too early. I stopped his big attack, so that was actually nice. Knocked him down. That was nice. And he's down. Malekith does not have a lot of health, especially when I've got 2 max weapons, which is why we got them. So he was just talking about why do we want destined death? Why do we want to bring destined death back to this world? What he's talking about is the fact that Marika removed destined death from the world to create her golden order, a world where no one can die. And what Ronnie did was break that golden order by taking parts of destined death for the night of the Black Knight. Now that was for her own agenda. She didn't completely end it like we are about to. As we just
rune of death is unbound.
We just touched the rune of death and recreated it.
And
so
the
now,
lands between are shrouded by death's dark fate.
None of these people can live forever anymore.
But the flames will also burn the impenetrable thorns.
And what that means for us
it is then
is we can now
you'll be Elden Lord yet.
Enter the room we couldn't enter. We can enter the Erd Tree now. Past the thorns that wouldn't let us in when we fought Margot. Unfortunately, we have to make our way all the way back over there now. And we can't just teleport because there's a reason the Bolt of Grandsax was the only missable item that we cared about in the game. There's many missable items. All of them are in Lindell. Well, not all of them, but a lot of the ones and miss are in Lindell. And this is why. We brought destined death to the world while burning the Erd Tree, and now the capital has been destroyed. Now, there's a couple of things we want to do here. One of them I want to do right away, and that is obtaining my last talisman that I need. Which I would want that even if I didn't need it. I barely have the level. That is perfect. We hit 30 arcane. We are sitting good on arcane now. I don't think I can farm my greatsword in this spot anymore. That might be a problem. So we are gonna go here real quick. Maybe. I hope. And we're gonna go back down to Lindell from this spot. There is a reasoning for this. I guess we're going back up. I don't really know the ups and downs, to be honest. I should know that. But my brain doesn't know it. Anyway, we're going back to Lindell. That is not Lindell. That is Lindell. Now, why we want to go from this way is because I can't really get there from, get to what I need to get to from, the other side of Grace. Not easily, anyway. Now, what is on this side is where I was farming that iron greatsword. I'm gonna have to find a new spot for that. And you're gonna see why in a minute. I just don't want this dude following me. 30 arcane is actually starting to come in play here now because that was like a 4% drop rate. Granted, it's not huge, but it does matter. Like the item discoveries do matter even if it's not a huge bonus. Even 1% increase is a huge increase if you can get it. if you recall, this takes me to where the perfumers and the misbegottens and the forlorn guy was. The first one, the one that we weren't farming. And then below that would be the forlorn that we were farming. Misbegotten, whatever. It is a misbegotten forlorn, but regardless. It's the big misbegotten. The red one. I don't think they're here anymore. In fact, I know they're not here. Because if we look down there, we've got a putrid tree spirit. That item all the way over there, that's what we're looking to grab. Now, if this was just this putrid tree spirit, you know, whatever, we'll kill it, and then we move on with our life. I'm going to spoil it for you and tell you that is not the only problem. We are not going to be fighting that tree spirit. There's a reason for that. I've thought one day I might fight the tree spirit, but I've never done it. It already wants me. It's fucking awful. So there's number 2. Ow. Ow. Grab the item. And ow. There's number 3. So even if it was just 2, I would still consider the fight. Because these aren't that difficult. But there are 3. And if you notice, I can't summon my mimic. So it's just me versus tree spirit. That is not a fight I'm willing to take. Also, if you notice, the door is kind of covered in sand. So that's why we had to go this way. Anyway, they're not going to come up and fight me. So we can kind of watch them wander now. And now that they've all popped up, they'll just kind of wander. You can try to fight them one-on-one, but it's not exactly easy to pull off. So we just don't do it. Anyway, that actually was our Erdtree's favor +2. So that gets me my last equipment load upgrade. So now I can wear the scaled helmet, the malformed helmet, the crucible tree helmet. We'll put on the crucible tree helmet. We cannot wear these yet. We're very close to the Lionel helmet, I think. Well, we can't wear the Beast Champion helmet either. But we're not that close. But we're within like 2 or 3. Oh, I can't use Torrent either. Anyway, we're within like 2 or 3 endurance of being able to use. Oh, I am still wearing this. That's insane to me. I don't need that at all, but I'm still wearing it. Unfortunately, if I put this on, I have to change my helmet. I might still do it though. I don't have anything else that I really want, so we might just leave these on. This is really good if you're using a weapon like Melania's Blade, where you attack multiple times in succession. For my build, where I'm just jumping at things, it does not help. Anyway, what we need to do now is head towards those wings, I think. Actually, no. That takes us somewhere, but not... Well, yeah, we do need to go over there, actually. Because there's still one quest line we haven't completed. So we want to go over here to this little like leg, arm to the wing, and climb on this so that we can get up here again. Now we're gonna head towards the Colosseum. I didn't have the tonic, so we weren't able to like do the quest. I've only completed this quest one time, by the way. So primarily because it's so long, and I never knew where gold. Like I never actually found gold mask. Previously, those stairs right there are where we need to go after this. So we don't have to go up or down. We just got to go over to those stairs. There's commoners. We don't care about them. We need to get up here. Where we found Corrin and Gold Mask previously. I don't know which ending we'll end up picking when we do the Elden Lord achievement, because I always do the basic one, but we might as well do one of the other ones, right? We might do Fia's, just because I like Fia's quest. But we might also do Dung Eaters or Gold Masks, because they take longer to do. Kinda. Dung Eaters is just more complex, because you gotta find shit that's a pain in the ass to find. Anyway, this dude's supposed to be up here, and I don't know where he is. I never grabbed the starfish. Interesting. It's not up here. He's on the other cliff. I thought I already looked at it. He is up here. I'm not paying attention. I don't know. It's hard when you don't remember because you haven't done it. Yeah, I've already been over here. I didn't see him. God. I'm just kind of looking at it. Okay, I went the wrong way entirely. So we're gonna go back down to the capital of Ash, and we're gonna go the right way. 'Cause that's the problem right now. Is I actually forgot and went the wrong way. Anyway, there's someone else we gotta find too. He is uh should be at the base of the spear over there. If he's not with our buddy Gold Mask. Oh, there he is.
Oh, it's you. I finally come to understand. The Master was nothing more than a madman. Enchanted by a vain and ruinous delusion, he rejected the perfection of the Golden Order, seeking to supplant our glorious faith with his own. Could there be a more pitiable comedy? Look at it. The culmination of perfection. Burning before our very eyes.
You can't see.
Oh, I finally the Master was nothing enchanted seeking.
The Corwin's crazy. We're gonna keep going over this way to find Gold Mask. We'll come back to Corwin after we've reloaded the area. But for now, we find Gold Mask. So I forgot about this bridge because I don't think we came this. No, we did come this way previously. Because I didn't know how to get here before. Here's our dead friend. He's just chilling. I had the mending rune of perfect order. Let's read that, shall we? That's another key item. That's another mending rune. We now have 2. It's the most we're gonna get because we can't get the one for Dung Eater on this playthrough. Rune discovered by Noble the Gold Mask. Used to restore the fractured Elden Ring when brandished by the Elden Lord. A rune of transcendental ideology which will attempt to perfect the Golden Order. Current imperfection of the Golden Order or instability of ideology can be blamed upon the fickleness of the gods, no better than men. That is the fly in the ointment. Right, we're gonna reload because I think Gold Mask gives me his mask. And I want to get his mask. Why not? This is the end of their story. And we're not going to do it again, probably, unless we do Gold Mask ending. We might do all the endings at some point. I don't know. But for now, I'm only looking to do the 3 on stream. And I haven't decided which Elden Lord ending to do yet. We got his rags, his bracelet, his waist strap. Not his mask. Do we get his mask elsewhere? If I don't already have it. I might already have it. I don't. I don't remember how to get his mask. Yeah, it's elsewhere. We're not worried about getting his mask. Because that's something that spawns regardless. His armor, though, that's special. So we will grab that. Same with what we're about to go grab, even though it's not overly special. I don't know if I missed any incantations from Corwin. So we will find out soon. Not right away, but soon. Corwin's robes and Corwin's bell bearing, and a flail. That's cool. Corwin will die no matter what. It's just, will he die here or will he die earlier in the game? It all depends on if you help him find gold math. Now we're gonna go up. And this base, like the run here is not very long. Because they know you really don't want to go through this area again. And it wouldn't fit the theme of the area to begin with. It's ash, everything's gone. There's a tiny dude with a staff. I know who that is. You're about to know who that is. You can kind of tell who it is. For Gideon Offmere, the all-knowing. So he's gonna stand here and talk. I'm not gonna let him. So, Offmir's whole deal, which you don't get to see because of how I do the fight. Now he's cursing us essentially. We got all his shit. That's cool. Anyway, that fight, Gideon is basically just like an invasion fight. But the gimmick is that Gideon can use any spell in the game. More or less. I'm sure there's limitations there, and I'm kind of blowing it out of proportion a little bit. But that's basically the gimmick. I'll put the beast helmet on just because I can. Even though it doesn't do anything for me for poise. That's the whole reason I wear heavy armor, by the way, if you haven't picked up on that, and if you haven't caught me saying it a couple times. It gives me poise so that I can do the things I do. If it's not a big attack, then I don't get knocked down or knocked back. I basically never get knocked back. So it's only the big knockdown attacks that really fuck me. So, we are at basically the end of the game. 4 hours, not too bad. We'll see how long the end of the game actually takes me, because this last stretch is difficult. But, you know, we're going to do it. And by this point, everybody's basically dead. That's Guillermo del Toro for you, but that's kind of FromSoft too. I do have a summon. Nephili Lou. Because I did do her quest, she will join me for this. Which is kind of cool. I don't think I've ever summoned Nephili for this, so that's going to change the dynamic of this next fight. There will be no summons for the last fight. Which... now we've heard about this guy throughout the game, but we haven't seen him. We just know he disappeared. And now suddenly he's back.
It's been a long while, Morgoth. Long and hard didst thou fight, tarnished warrior, spurned by the grace of gold.
Not necessarily. I still see it.
Be assured the Elden Ring resteth close at hand. Alas, I am returned.
So we did fight a specter of the sky.
Be granted audience once more.
This is the real deal this time.
Upon my name as Godfrey, the first Elden Lord.
I need Nephilim to get in here and do something, because I really don't want him to hit me while I'm summoning a mimic. Ow. I don't know how I didn't get hit there, but I will take it. Hey, we hit phase 2. So yeah, this fight can be easier or it can be awful.
That will be all. Thou didst me good service, Sirach.
So he killed his lion buddy. I think that more or less signifies him like breaking his chain and becoming what he was before he was Elden Lord.
I've given thee courtesy enough.
Oh.
Now I fight as Horalu. Warrior!
Horalu was like the wanderer who Marika picked up as her first Elden Lord. We did not want to get grabbed there. He has a lot of grab attacks. Oh, he's dead.
Thy strength sink crown.
The first time I fought this fight, it kind of went the way it just did, where I just fucking rolled it. But the next time I did it, I got rolled several times before I knocked it out. It was kind of like Astel. Like the very first time I fought Astel, I didn't know it was actually a hard fight. And then I did it again, and I learned. We can wear Lionel's helmet now. We get this badass helmet. Anyway, I'm still not going to rune arc just because I want them for the DLC. I want every rune arc I have for the DLC minus the ones I used for Millennia. This is the finale. This could take us a long time or it could be really short. The worst part about it is going to be the first part of the fight. And that's going to determine how long this is going to take. So, we enter the Erd Tree, and hanging above us is Marika herself. Stabbed, apparently. The Rune of Death. Now, Radagon. I'm not really sure how she does that, but that's insane. So now we're gonna fight the demigod herself in her Radagon incarnation. Alright. Knock my ass down. I really don't want my Mimic to take a whole lot of damage here, but this part is the part. This is where things get very real. Knock him down. I missed my riposte. Still hit. That's fucking awful. This is... Oh. I didn't get the dodge on that right. That sucked. Knocked him down. One more hit. And he's down. Mimic here has like no health, so that's a little disappointing. So Radagon is defeated. Here's the problem though, with these two-face fights. You didn't get to see it with Melania really? Well, you did. Because I two-shot her. And I got to phase 2 both times. Meet this thing. I have mixed feelings about this boss, like lore-wise. Because Radagon felt like a good way to end the game, but also they kept talking about the greater will. This kind of like symbolizes that greater will. You can interpret this enemy as the greater will of the Golden Order, at the very least. Now there is a special thing about this boss fight. I don't know what the fuck just happened there, but you can actually use Torrent in this fight. I did not know that the first time I did it. Actually, I didn't know it until a friend of mine streamed the game. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I let myself get hit so many times there. Alright. So this attack is designed for Torrent. I don't know where there he went. Alright, my buddy is dead. Which kinda sucks. Because he was taking damage for me. Ow. Alright, so this attack you really can't not have happen to you unless you kill the boss like immediately. Ow. I can't believe that hit me. I thought I was still in iframes. I wasn't allowed to dodge, so I thought I was still in iframes. Cool. I wasn't prepared for that attack. I knew it could happen, I just wasn't prepared. And that sucks, because we almost one-shot the boss, and now we've got to go through Radagon again, which is easily the worst part of that fight. You weren't able to tell. We are going to skip the cutscenes again. Or now we're going to skip the cutscenes, because we don't need them. Wow, I am getting destroyed. Like, right before I got there, you motherfucker. Knocked him down. We're doing a lot better this time around. That doesn't... Oh man, that sucks. I'm gonna heal again. I managed to dodge that time. Knocked him down. And we're done. Mimic has more health this time, so that's good. Now we move it, and I have more flash. Also good. Not that it matters, because I got essentially one shot on the last attempt of the Elden Beast. But it does matter. So this motherfucker pretty much always does the same attack at the beginning. It always does that breath attack to start. So you can kind of play with that, like I just did. To get as much damage early on as you possibly can. Shit. Ow. Torrent's dead. That's a problem. Not really a problem, but it is a problem. Oh shit. You're not letting me hit you. It's pissing me off. Okay, summoning Torrent. Because he's about to do the 3-ring move. It's basically at like a third of his health he's gonna do that. We are way past that. Oh, that was the 1-ring move. Never mind. Ah, shit. But now he's doing this, so. This attack's really easy to dodge with Torrent. This attack is also easy to dodge with Torrent. This attack's really fucking annoying, though. It's pushing me around! I need to see where you are. I dodged it. I don't know how. I'll take it. I dodged that too. It is over. We are done 2 tries. And that is the final boss of the base game. Torrent does make that fight way easier, by the way. Like that fight was such a different experience. Alright, so I have 2 options here for the ending. The game will not put me into NG Plus until I ask it to, so I don't have to worry about that. But I can click on Marika and choose an ending, or I can click on this and summon Ronnie for her ending. Either way, that I get to pick my ending. Even if I finished a story. Doesn't matter which story it was or any of that. I get to pick which one I actually want to be my ending. Now that I can wear my helmet, we're gonna pick our ending. Summon Ronnie. Still have my camera set up for Yakuza. But that's okay. Eventually we'll go back to Yakuza. I'll end up moving it for Days Gone, but you know, it is what it is. My waifu.
The
She
battle
has
is
returned.
over, I see.
Body turned back into Marika after they died. So obviously Marika was like the main personality, I guess. She was the demigod. Considered a god. But the greater will was the actual god. So, you know, it is what it is. The Elden Beast. It's also why we saw Great Enemy fell. Well, we didn't see anything whenever we killed Radagon, but we saw God felled when we beat
I do solemnly swear to
the
every
Elden.
living being and every living soul. Now cometh the age of the stars. 1,000-year voyage under the wisdom of the moon. Here beginneth the chill night that encompasses all, reaching the great
So
beyond.
in every Souls game, my favorite ending is always the ending of night.
Into fear, doubt, and loneliness.
Which in the first
As the
game,
path
that was
stretcheth
one of
into
2 endings.
darkness.
There were only 2 endings. It was the ending of night or the ending of fire. Which you can see the ending of fire as one of your Elden Lord endings, and the ending of night as either the Age of Stars or the Chaos ending. Either way works because the premise is the same for them all.
Well then, shall we?
Because these are the endings where the cycle breaks, or it's supposed to break.
My fair consort eternal.
Whereas the ending of fire is where we restart the cycle again. So that was the end of the game. Miyazaki and Martin, R.R. Martin, did amazing with this. Like, this was such. FromSoft has called this their magnum opus, and for good reason. They've also said they don't know how they're going to top this, and again, for good reason. They did so much right with this game that they had built up with all the other games. I still need to at least try Sekiro, even if I might not beat it. That game just feels different to me. There's one major reason why I probably won't end up beating it, and it's from what I understand, you don't level. I'd have to play it to verify that, but if that's the case, I would not do well with that game. Because I do well in these games when I can at least hit a level where I'm not having to fight the boss for 5 minutes. It's like 2 or 3 minutes tops. I learn those mechanics and I beat the boss. In many cases, when I first finish one of these games, I don't even see half the mechanics for the boss fight. Especially when I was doing this game. There were so many mechanics I missed. Like, Boraloo, I dodged that first grab like I did this time. So there was half of his fight I never saw. Like this round. Morgott. I mentioned when we fought Morgott, I never saw his attack with the poison. Now, that is guaranteed to happen now. I'm pretty sure they changed that, where you can't kill him that fast. But whenever I did it the first time, he fell over dead. He did not last at all. So yeah. But blood was also a lot more potent back then, no matter what bleeding weapon you used. So that's part of the problem. Because by the time I did Morgott, I was utilizing a blood build. Granted, it hindered me long term because the Elden Lord doesn't really bleed. He can, or at least he could. I don't think he can anymore, but he could at the time, which was funny as shit. No, he can bleed. I've seen it happen. Regardless, it was a much harder fight because I was used to having blood proc throughout the fight and just kind of mowing through enemies. By that point, early on, I was not. I didn't play blood and the new blood mechanics in Dark Souls 3, so I didn't know how strong hemorrhage could be. So by the time I hit this game, I had no idea and was uninterested. I went straight heavy, like I did with the Flamberge, and I did get the Flamberge, so I kind of got to see the blood mechanics, but I didn't really get it until later. How strong it would be to have 2 blood weapons. Especially 2 blood greatswords, because hemorrhaging defaults at like 550 blood damage, and my weapons are like my Flamberge wasn't, but my weapons could do like 200 plus blood per hit. So, like within 2 hits, I was bleeding people. Now, we still have to do the DLC. That will come. It will not come today, but it will come. We still got time before break. I don't want to start break early, even if it could be longer or shorter. I don't care. I want to hit it at the times I want to hit it. But at the same time, I don't have anything else to record on this, so we might as well stop. We'll see how long the credits take. We might go to the DLC. Get myself set up to start it, but we're not going to do it. And we might do it with my blades I got. We'll see. They've nerfed several of the bosses since I did them. When I beat the DLC, nothing had been nerfed yet. So you won't get to see that playthrough, unfortunately. But it might be more doable with the setup I've got right now. And last time I did it was on NG++, which isn't a whole lot different, but the enemies do have like 10% more health. I think. It's enough to matter whenever you're constantly losing at one hit. Which is kind of where I was at for several of the bosses. Radon especially. Uh, Spoiler alert. Um, but yeah. The bosses that everybody had problems with, the bosses that I died to several times, minus one. There was only one where I died to it several times, and it wasn't after like it wasn't a scenario where, well, if it was NG, I would have killed them. Uh, but the three off the top of my head that people had problems with, the last boss, the like middle boss of the DLC, and the one right before him, I had several instances where they were down to 1 or 2 hits, and I died. So yes, in those scenarios, the New Game Plus mattered. Hell, if I had just been on New Game Plus, those would have been wins. But yeah, so I'm curious to see how it plays out when I do get to it. There are a couple of bosses I never did in the DLC, but it was mostly, actually, it was really just only the new Erd trees, which aren't Erd trees, but yeah, the new bosses that take the place of the Erd trees that drop your physics tears, the bubble tear thing. Those were the only bosses I didn't actually do, to my knowledge. Because I did all of the catacombs, and I did all of the side and story bosses. Even if they weren't before the final boss. It's asking if I want to start Journey 2. I do not. There's a lot to do before we go to Journey 2. Something we are going to do before we end Elden Ring. Not the stream. I'm still going to stream. I just don't know what I'm going to stream. I want to buy the Sacred Relic Sword. We might as well grab all of this shit. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to grab the axe. I'm going to grab Malekith's Blade. And I'm going to grab the Braid. And I might as well... Now I can get Horalu's armor. Or not Horalu's, but Godfrey's armor as well. Malekith's is expensive. Let's buy Malekith's. I want to buy a full set. Radon's set I don't have finished yet. And now Radon's set is bought. I don't have her set finished yet. The Queen's robes and leggings. Then we will buy his hat, I guess. Fuck it. I didn't need any of those runes at all. Because if I can wear this sword, 22 faith. So with a great rune and the this thing, I have almost enough. But if I also take Marcus Source Seal, I will have enough. So that I'm gonna set this up to show you what it is. This will be the one time I use a great rune outside of the DLC. I need more runes. Fuck. He doesn't remember.
Could you tell me what happened? Why is the round table burning? In ruins. Why does that girl weep for me? Oh. Have I forgotten something of dire importance?
Anyway, where'd it go? Sacred relic. I don't have anything to sell. 9 of those. Got 5 of these. Got 19 of those. Got 17 of these. 10 of these. 7 of these. I don't need any of this crafting material. As you've seen, I don't craft. I don't necessarily need to get this maxed out. It would be nice to max it out just for my own sake, to make things easier. But I don't necessarily need to max it out to show off what we're going to use it for. Only level 5. That is a little bit. That's right. So if I put this on, where the fuck it went? I don't know where it went. This will be the last thing we do. Throw this off because when we do come back, this is what we'll pick up with. I don't have 24 decks. That is another problem. I have 19 with this, so I'm going to need this just to be able to wear this. Okay, so if I go out here to Moen's Dynasty, where I've been farming this whole time, this weapon has a special ability. This. Fortunately, I don't do enough damage to kill them yet, so it takes 2 hits. That's fine though, because I needed money to level up the weapon so that I could kill them in 1 hit. So I just kind of want to show this off, even though we're going a little longer than the break, because this is going to be a big thing for us before we move into the NG Plus at the very least. It's going to trivialize NG Plus to an extent. But also, it's going to make the DLC a lot easier, which is what I need. Because no matter what your stats, it doesn't fucking matter. Not until later. Like, through some exploring and shit. So, literally all I have to do is swing that sword, sit down. Get back up. Swing sword. Sit down. I don't even have to wait, I just have to do it. I'm gonna get at least like 25k runes doing this. Now, I probably won't do this on stream. I'm gonna be real with you. I will probably do this off stream. Because you guys don't need to see me do this for like 20, 30. But, oh, I don't have enough for a level. What this does for me is it lets me level a lot faster. Granted, I'm already to the point where I probably don't even need to do this. But we will do it a little bit. And there is a reason for that. I want stats. I want my stats to look good. I want to be closer to 200. It is pretty easy to hit 200 doing this. But yeah. So, this is not where I said we'd leave off. We are going to go up to the Cocoon of the Empyrean. And we're going to go talk to this person who's standing here by Melania.
Were you guided here by kind?
This is how we'll end,
I'm Leda.
like a cliffhanger, if you
And
will.
like you,
Not the
guided
stream,
by
but
faith
the
along
Elden
the
Ring
vulnerable path.
gameplay.
Touch the withered arm, and you too will be transported to the realm of shadow where Miquella the Kind now dwells. My compatriots are there already. Like us, they have heard kindly Miquella's call. If you can find them, they are certain to lend you aid. Come now, touch the withered arm, and travel to the realm of shadow. I will not be far behind. May we meet again.
All right.
Come now. I will not be.
So if I touch the arm, we are now somewhere else. Completely empty map. Welcome to, fuck, I forget the name of this area. What was it? Shadow of the Erd Tree? That's not the name of this area, but that was the name of the DLC. Welcome to the DLC. See that big fire giant over there? When I said there were bosses I haven't fought in this DLC yet, that's what I was talking about. There are easy ways to kill them. I'm not gonna do that, nor am I probably gonna fight them. I don't need what they give me to finish the DLC. Anyway, since we're here, we're gonna swap back my Erdtree favor and my talismans I had on. And now we have access to this. The Skidoo blessings I do not have, and the revered Spirit Ash blessing I do not have. These are mechanics specifically for Shadow of the Erd Tree. And without them, it's going to be very difficult to do this DLC. Anyway, you will notice I can switch between the maps, so I can go back at any time, which is extremely fucking useful. And yeah, let's do this real quick and then we'll get off. I know I keep dragging it on, but like, this is a great, like, it's such a good map. And oh fuck this guy. There are two enemies I really fucking hate in the DLC. Like, not bosses, just enemies. These guys are one of them. Grab. I didn't even know I could do that grab. I missed. I wasn't really looking to fight anybody, but here we are. Okay, he's dead. Generally, when I end up fighting those, they are not by themselves, and that's why they are so obnoxious. They're already obnoxious. Okay, so we can see the first part of the map, and where my next map is, or the next map I see. Not necessarily the next map. It doesn't have to be. But it probably will be. We can also see this is probably something important. This might be something important. This is definitely something important over here. This might be important. And this is probably something. This is probably something. This might be something. Now, we've got things that we can... This is something. Things we can look at, things we can see, you know? So, that will be for next time we play the game. But for now, we are done. So I am going to quit the game. And we're going to go to break. And when we come back, I don't know what we're doing. That's just how it is. I have no idea what I want to do. We might start Cult of the Lamb, or play one of the other roguelikes I've got on the table. At least for today. But I'm not sure. We might also... Actually, now that I think about it, it is a little late, and I want food. So what we're probably going to do